All right, guys, this is the new FA-08 FA-06 Workstation keyboard from Roland. It's a fantastic keyboard for producers. It's also a great keyboard for live, sorry, we already said performers. So performers and producers, that's what we're going for. And it's also a great keyboard for idea generation. And the reason for that is it's so quick and easy. And that's where workstations have their place today, is idea generation. There is definitely a place for them in music because of that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to just show you how quick and simple it is to come up with an idea. I was fooling around with this electric piano sound earlier, and I want to record it, so I can easily just go in here. Actually, before I go anywhere, I'm just going to make sure that there's no song in my sequencer. Nope, there isn't. So I'm just going to hit record. I'm going to set my tempo. I can use the knob or tap tempo. And it's already set a 4-bar loop for me, and I know I need quantizing, so I turn that on, and I just hit play. So here we go. 3, 4... So now I've got that going, and what I've just done now is disarmed record. I'm actually still in record mode. I've just disarmed it. So what I can do now is move around the keyboard and try other things, try other sounds without worrying about actually disturbing my recording or making mistakes. So I just chose a bass sound here, and I'm going to arm my record now. I'm going to wait for it to come back around my loop. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I got that. Okay, disarm record. Let's add something else. Let's go in maybe some percussion. So I get a percussion kit here. There we go. 4. There we go. How about some drums? Let's go in and pick up a drum kit. Okay, here we go. God for quantizing. Anyhow, we got that. What about guitar? Let's add some guitar. And the amazing thing about guitar here is it's a supernatural sound. So behaviors like strumming and fret slides and hammer-ons just all happen. So here we go. Let's add this. Now I can actually, when I'm not recording or in disarm record mode with this continuous recording, I can use the knobs to mix. So I've gone on the guitar, I can bring the guitar down, pan it to the right a bit maybe, bring the electric piano up a bit, bass up, bring that guitar down a bit more. Got this going, and now what I can also do is use the pads here. The pads can be used for different things. In this case, I'm now going to use them as mutes. So now I can actually come up with my own little arrangement. Bring in the drums, right? So this is how I can come up with ideas. It's super quick, non-stop recording. I can just do track after track after track by just hitting the record button and just navigating the keyboard, and then even using the pads to come up with sort of this mini arrangement. Now, of course, people want to then move to the computer to do their full-blown arrangement, and the FA-06 makes that transition seamless. The FA series can export each individual track. Mind you, we've recorded MIDI here, but we can actually export each individual track as a separate WAV file to an SD card. So we can then pop that into the computer. Most laptops and most desktops these days have SD card slots. Import that into our favorite DAW that we like working with, and then start working on our full arrangement. Now, The FA series does not stop there in terms of its usefulness. The FA-08, FA-06 both can be used as USB audio and MIDI interfaces. On top of that, they can be used as DAW controllers. We can go into DAW control mode, and we can see here that we actually have built-in templates for Logic, Sonar, Cubase, or you can even have your user templates. So transport controls can work, the knobs can be assigned, switches can be assigned, so that you can have a full-blown controller for your DAW. So again, that seamless transition to your computer is very, very easy with the FA-08 and FA-06 keyboards. Now, what about taking live? If you want to take your song live, okay, you've created your song on your computer, you've mixed it down, and now I want to bring it back. Well, put the song back on the SD card, bring it in, and we have a full-blown sampler in here. So if I just get out of my DAW mode, go to my pad mode, sorry, and here we have I've got loops, but there's nothing stopping me from putting full-blown backing tracks on here. Also know that this sampler is based off of the Roland SP series sampler. So right now our SP-404SX, that style of sampling is right on here, and we can throw them through all the effects that are in the FA. So if we bring in our backing tracks, of course we're going to want sounds to accompany those backing tracks with. So what we have is over 2,000 sounds from our Integra 7 sound module, and that includes supernatural acoustic sounds with behavior modeling, supernatural synthesizer sounds for virtual analog behavior modeling. We also have some of Roland's prized PCM sounds, as well as supernatural drum kits from our V-drums as well. So just to give you an idea of what we have in here, I'm just going to play a bunch of sounds, and I'll let the sounds speak for themselves, starting with, of course, our supernatural grand piano. Move to something like a guitar, classical guitar. Notice the fret slides and the hammer-ons. Right, move to some strings. Notice here marcato and legato at any volume, and this is behavior modeling. Very rich. Now let's move to some synth stuff. Check out these filters. No stepping, no cutting. The filters are amazing from our Supernatural synth engine. And of course, you're going to get effects like this. You might recognize this one from something like the, well, of course, Integra, but also Jupiter 80. Right? Killer sounds. And if we go to drums, I'm on a weighted action keyboard here, so I'm going to do the best I can, but notice you can bury the beater in there just like you could on a V-drums kit. Go into something like of course, the classics. So all the bases are covered for sounds. You've got a great library of sounds. And you know what? For live, everybody, of course, wants to layer sounds and split sounds quickly. And with workstations, it's always been a little bit of a task getting that to happen. FA series makes it very simple. You just hit the dual button. So right now, I've got a piano sound, and the two sounds come up on the screen. I just literally select the sound that I want and use the category buttons below the screen to choose what I want. So right now I'm just gonna, right? And I can mix, maybe make it mellower. If I want to split, well, now we can go split, bring up the volume, and then again, let's choose something a little bit more elegant, like so you can see how easy it is to layer and split. Now from there, you can actually layer not just 2 sounds or split 2 sounds. You can layer up to 16 sounds. So we can get massive sounds like this movie orchestra patch where we get go on with all the John Williams tunes, but I mean, it's so dynamic. You can create layers and velocity switches, and with that, in partner with the supernatural sounds, with all those behavior models, the sounds just come alive. Now, a couple of other things to talk about with the FA series. You will have, I mentioned USB already, but you'll have things like a sub out to go to a drummer. You'll have that sequencer or the sampler there that you can from the SP series, and it's just such a complete keyboard that we can create so much ideas, musical ideas, and have fun with. And that is right there, the FA series. FA-06 and 61 key synth action, FA-08 in a weighted hammer action keyboard. Thanks a lot.